woke up in my right mind and so I'm straight. Not a millionaire, but food is on my plate. Hit the studio in a mood to create. I'm still living by my fate, yo. I got no complaints, even if he doesn't show up, he done showed up. Every day's a blessing, even when it ain't all kosher. And I'll be where I wanna by grace, I'm getting closer. Tell my problems he's Jehovah, I'm just grateful it ain't over, he's still working on me.
I've got no complaints, no, you supply my every need. Even if not in my time, one thing's for sure, I got every reason to be grateful. 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 I got every reason to be
grateful. He's been so good, so I'm 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 grateful.
They coming in. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in the room. Come on in.
We were sure y'all weren't gonna be here because y'all was gonna be shaking it up
I thought y'all was shaking
at
it
the
up on the
carnival.
road.
On the
I thought y'all gonna be shaking it up on the road.
shaking it up.
But nah, the people coming in. Y'all come on in, man. Come on in. Welcome everybody. Glory 93.9 FM. Your favorite gospel station here, coming to you live from our studios in Nassau, the Bahamas. Thank you so much for tuning in. Those locked in on TuneIn Radio, I see you, I appreciate you, and we love you. Because there's millions of radio stations on the internet, but yet you are here. And we give God thanks and praise. I got every reason to be grateful.
I got every reason to be grateful.
Delton, I can't hear.
All right, got it.
Unfortunately. Let me see what I can do. I'm just gonna put it here. Turn me up so I can hear it close.
Grateful.
That's the highest? Oh, shoot.
Oh, welcome everybody. Welcome. Getting stuff together for those on Facebook. Welcome. Don't leave. I see y'all trying to leave. Don't y'all dare leave.
They think the show's ending. They don't realize we just started.
They think, oh, they finished already? No, we're not finished yet. We're getting ready to get started, actually. It's like, y'all come back now, you here? Hey, guys, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Welcome to DGMT here on Glory 93.9 FM. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. The sun is indeed sunning. It's a beautiful day. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are. It's a great day to have a great day. I was going to say for those on Carnival March, you probably can't hear us, so you don't know where you're on. So, if you are on the road, you're not going to hear this. You're going to hear this afterwards. You're going to watch this on the replay.
No, it's not going to work.
Yeah, no, man. It's fine.
I can't. I really should think about these things before I leave the house.
Before the program comes out? Yeah. Oh, I don't know where the AirPods are. There's somewhere around here. I'm sure they are.
We can't connect AirPods to that.
Not the ones with the cables. No, not all the AirPods are.
Earphones.
Yeah. They call them AirPods too. The original one were AirPods. Like EAR. Before they were
called
AIR.
earphones.
No, the Apple ones. They
were called earpods before they became AirPods.
Yeah.
Well, you learn something new every day.
And so we're talking about the AirPods.
Right.
But there was earphones somewhere around here. I'm not quite sure where they are.
It's
now.
okay. I'm all right.
So
I'll be fine. I need to be more serious like the Girl Talk ladies and get myself
they are professional.
some glitz and glabs. Yeah, that's a different level.
Like they are professionals.
That's aspirational.
Yeah. So welcome,
Good afternoon, everybody.
Actually, yeah, if you guys share it, let me try to share it. Let me share it on my page. And see y'all do the same.
But we should say, if Delton and Vera, this situation is very different. Yeah, usually people would say, I love it. Not very different. That's usually what people would say.
It's unique. It's very unique, you guys, what you have here.
We working with what we have. That's what we're going to do. We're working with what we have
if I knew,
on this day that the Lord has made.
If I knew we were doing afros today, I would have went and bought a pick.
Right. And I realized I'd actually own a pick. I own combs of shapes and different sizes.
Oh, different size? Like a pick?
One that's designed for such a time as this.
You got that?
I ain't have one of them.
Yes, I have a 3. Don't know where that is right this moment. And so I got to buy the next one.
But yeah, what we do have is an hair emergency.
So what I have right here was
Delton got a twist out. Delton got a twist out.
No, like I didn't have a pick to like apparently go from the roof.
She said it shocked her. I mean, it shocked me too. I really wasn't expecting to leave my house this way, but It was either leave my house this way or no show today.
Or don't leave my house.
Or don't leave my house. I mean,
Yeah.
the options were the truth is I'm tired.
Options for few.
Options of
Right, there's only two. There's only two options. What
that
are
is
the
my
options?
that is my response to most things. Like most of the
The truth is-
yesterday being Friday, there wasn't like a more than 4-minute period where somebody was not walking through my door asking me something, requesting something, checking something. Like literally, my classroom was like a swinging door, and that's my response to everybody came is like, I'm tired. I don't know.
Whatever you want. Whatever.
What's the plan B? Whatever you say is plan B. Do you like the idea? If you like it, I love it. That was my response to most things. Like,
The idea is
I'm
perfect.
tired. I have no options. Anyway,
I'm tired of
I
this shit.
digress. But it's good to see you all on the live. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my gosh. You can't even say
3
morning.
p.m.
Good afternoon. Good
All right.
afternoon to Denisha
To all,
and Marisha.
to all of those who are
on the
here
live.
and those who are not saying good morning to us, 'cause we see you. Good morning too. How come you only gone on the parade? Why all on the parade?
Some of them ain't even here. They're not even in the country.
You know, like, I see
They've
some of them
gone to
having
another country.
Big fun down there in Old Bite.
Let's do the proper introduction before I start telling you about
But the big
the
fun.
exciting things that
All
happened
right,
to me this week.
let's get our introduction going, folks. Grab your
Oh my
microphones.
God, this is our first show of Teacher Appreciation Month. Oh, I got to brief y'all.
Oh yeah, you
I gotta tell y'all
All right,
how
so,
it's
yeah, so
gone.
there we go then. Let's get the show started for you. Oh, you need a microphone for you for this. Yeah. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
going
What's
on?
happening? What's happening?
In pops Pastor D when they
Last
we've got that.
Let's start from the top. Let's start from the
Last
top.
one.
Hold on. No, go.
Wheel up, pull up.
Pull up. If it's nice, you play it twice. If it's sweet, you got to repeat.
Got that. Good morning to you, brother Delton and V. Vera Aqua are the faces you see.
That's more like
impactful, insightful, delightful
I
by
really feel
far.
like I need to
Delton's
find a way to put
signature
these
laugh
headphones
and
on.
Vera's kiki ha ha.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
Sip that
We start off
Oh,
with the popular and shift the topic to the strange.
I
You
didn't
better
even know
come
what
in
beat I'm-
fast, cause the
am I
topic's gonna
popping on
strain.
the one and the two or the
All the
two and the
follows
four?
the sipping on
I
the
don't
tea.
know.
From wars to means to governmental policy.
Good morning. Sip that tea. Good morning. Sip that Threw me off. Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
In pops Pastor D when they're closing on the final fact. And in my Vera voice,
My show just got hijacked.
understand your popularity. Even prophets and bishops got to have that morning tea.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning. Sip that tea. Delton, it was my bad.
Why did we change?
The key change. Because sound wasn't sitting right.
no,
Sound wasn't sitting right.
You were way too low.
I was too low. I'm so sorry.
Good morning. Well, good morning, all. All right, then. That's it. That's in there.
Sensei, wake. She got to watch the people damn status because she knows she would have been on the road had she not had to be at work. Now, mind you, also in addition as well.
You can ignore that.
Huh?
You can ignore that. I said good morning, good morning, all.
Oh, shoot.
just like-
Oh, I didn't even
Move
hear
right
it.
along, guys. She's like, you know what? Just forget it. It's fine. It's just one of those days.
No, try again.
Good morning, well, good morning, all.
Good morning, big. Good morning, small.
Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning.
all
Oh,
y'all.
y'all. I'm
Yeah,
so
no, it's
sorry.
just one of those days.
I noticed that watching back a lot that sometimes you'll say something and I just won't hear you.
Yeah.
Like I'll just keep talking.
That's fine.
I was like,
That-
Delton
that's what
really
makes the
should
sh-
call me out on that.
No,
more
that's what
often.
makes the show the show.
What? Me being rude and ignoring what you
Let's
say.
go
I'm
ahead.
pretty sure that's not why we're
It's
here.
like, yeah, we're not here for that, Delton. Let's move right along.
Man, Marisha say not to harm me. We come with lots of shocks and surprises today. Lots of
Oh,
shocks and
yeah.
surprises. Since they work, she got to watch the people damn status. And I say, Sin, you've been getting full concert all week long because Sin was also watching Beyonce's concert on her WAPs.
Well,
Any
then.
clips I saw of the Beyonce
First of all,
tour?
There was a concert. I didn't know it was a concert.
What do you mean the tour that took the world by storm? She's on it now. The one that people bought tickets for like $500 for.
Oh, from like long time? Oh,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that now?
It's only just started. It's only
Oh,
just
wow.
started.
Okay, all right then.
It's like that right now she's in the States. She soon goes around the world.
To Europeans. All
Right.
the rest of the-
And
okay,
Sin
all
had the only clips I watched was Sin. What Sin posted.
So send me 3 billion
Sin
concert.
no. Sin been watching people concert
And then
on
post.
on TikTok and sharing it on WhatsApp. She said the concert was lit and she watched for free.
As you should.
I just found that, and I know this has got nothing to do with anything with the show. Beyonce looked too slim for me. Like,
Oh, she's gotten smaller.
oh my goodness. Sin said she looked good. I was like, I didn't want to tell Sin. I'm worried about her because Sin was enjoying the concert. I didn't want to burst her bubble. But Sin, I thought she was worried. I was worried.
How she looked.
I didn't even know what to say. I was worried. Looking at her, I was like, Beyonce, you're too skinny.
Did she go vegan?
I don't know.
Is that how Wicked V is coming to catch you?
That's such a black people thing to
Yeah.
assume if you lose weight, you're sick or something's wrong. Other than that, you just lost weight.
Why would you do that?
Tanisha said she dressed for the road and she lying in her bed because her and son don't go together. Well, how do you live in the Bahamas? How, baby? How? How have you managed so far?
I saw some people who were out there on the road.
Call them out.
Me, I ain't calling them any name. I was calling them me. And I was seeing a few pictures. It was still early though, so nothing was really happening yet.
Okay. Nothing incriminating.
Nothing incriminating
I
yet.
see what you're saying.
I'm seeing not much church people as yet.
But then, what did we say a couple of weeks ago?
A couple weeks ago, well, what's happening? No,
I
show's
don't
over,
know.
guys.
Show's over.
Show's over.
A couple weeks ago, we are of the Do Don't Post crew. We are of
That
the
is true,
Do
that's
Don't
correct.
Post
We are the
clan.
Do Don't Post.
So they don't mean the people ain't out there.
What usually happens though, especially for church people, you can get caught somehow. There can be somebody out there who record you and you can mess like.
But then if you are here to record me, you are here. So let's just make
but
sure.
It can end up on the wrong place. You can be like, hold on, that's so and so in the background.
I don't mind if you record me, but let us acknowledge that you and I were both in the same place.
Yeah, but anybody can. But that person recorded.
Yeah, you're right. You're very,
Anybody
very
recorded.
correct.
Yeah, but the person recorded. Yes, though. So I just look and keep my eye out for my praise team members.
Woo!
I just keep my eye out for the praise team.
I would rather not.
media,
I'd
my
rather just
people.
not.
I'll just
I
shake it.
would prefer that if push comes to shove and shove comes to fall down, I can say I plead the fifth. I
Yeah.
know nothing.
Like
I
I hear
saw
so
nothing,
out there.
heard nothing.
I didn't see nobody. I didn't see a soul. I was doing a show at the Glory 3.9.
Protecting my innocence. What they say, guard your heart with all diligence.
All diligent.
All diligent.
Yeah, so hey, Christoph is here. Welcome, Christoph.
Welcome to you, brother.
So
I'm
yeah.
not even sure what Christoph is laughing
So
at.
Christoph, you on streaming the thing?
The guy.
You on streaming Carnival? They hire church boy. They hire church boy for the road.
I'm unable.
How come they didn't hire church boy for free for
Would
the
it
road?
be the worst thing in the world if church had a float? So the way Carnival works in the UK, right? Carnival, the Notting Hill Carnival, different organizations have a float, right? And so you go with your organization float. That's youth groups, that's dance groups,
Right.
all kind of things. Why not the church have a float? Why not have the church people on the float? Get all the women to come out in their long jean skirts. With the 2 sizes bigger than your size t-shirt.
Just to make sure.
Just to make sure. Get DJ Godson on the truck.
On the ones and twos.
Waving the flags of the houses of the Lord from all over the land. Why not? Why not get involved? Why not give the people Jesus?
Why not?
Is that how it works now? I've never seen the Bahamas Carnival. I have no idea. Is it a float thing? Like people build,
Yeah.
similar to John Canoe.
Yeah.
How
So
John Canoe is
it's
here
similar
is
to that,
similar
yeah.
to what Carnival is in the UK. So people have floats?
Yeah. So that there are trucks that are equipped with the latest of technology and sound equipment, with lights and TV screens and stuff like that, and people just like a church convention parade. That's what it is. But just a little more direct.
One thing about the world, they can teeth things from the church now.
It's
They
really-
can teeth
it's
our
really
good church
It's really a
ideas
good convention.
and twist it right up.
it's a-
Christoph say, don't mix him up.
It's really a good convention thing, with just a little more shaking.
So why not the church go on parade?
Me and my coworker were talking about this, man. She saw they had prices for stuff, and she was like,
What do you mean
"What-
prices
What
for
am
stuff?"
I paying for?" I was like, "People pay for the costumes, and because you're part of a certain band, you pay for a costume, and you go out on their parade, and
Right.
you shake your stuff, and it's like you pay in order to walk on the road." It's like, yeah, people do it for the experience. They
You
say,
pay in to participate?
Not to
So I couldn't
participate,
just put
but
on a costume and just go and shake up on Carnival line.
I don't know all the intricacies.
I wouldn't expect you to. I wouldn't expect you to know that.
I'm not quite sure of all the intricacies, but I do know that you pay for, if you're part of a band, and then you pay for a costume, and then you
A
get the
band
cross.
being like a band, or just
no,
a band
a
being a
band
group?
means a group of people. Yeah.
Oh, like a dance troupe.
Yeah, so like
carnival
like Valley
band.
Boys, like Saxons, you pay Valley Boys, and you get a costume.
Oh, so they would give you a costume.
Yeah, but not you pay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're paying for the costume.
Yeah, you pay for the
Oh, that
costume.
makes sense then.
So you pay for the costume, and I think it's passes and things too, that you get for these different events that they have throughout the weekend. And then you go there and you shake up yourself.
This sounds a lot more organized than I was giving it credit for.
No, it's organized.
Man,
No, it's all they
why
can be
not-
colors
Why
and stuff
not
like that.
have
Nah, I mean you bring up a very
Church of the Living God
very
flow?
weird question. I must say. I don't think the church has ever thought about it.
In the same way, John Canoe, maybe historically, with older church people, had bad connotations. Like the older saints would we don't go to John Canoe, right?
Yeah.
And over time, that's kind of diluted out. And now we have church groups in John Canoe. We have groups
Conquest
that
for
are,
Christ.
Yeah, okay, the
Okay.
Conquest for Christ. Why not? Is that not no?
I don't know why. I don't think anybody.
Why would
I
we,
think
eh?
it's because of the name of what it came to us as, where there's this lewd kind of sort of festival, where
I always had a trouble with the fact that it's called carnival,
yeah.
like a celebration of
the
carnality,
flesh.
of the flesh.
That's what it is.
Like,
So
what?
all the things that we try to reclaim, we don't reclaim that.
Yeah, okay,
So it's
okay,
y'all have that.
okay,
So it's
okay. I feel like
y'all-
that's fair.
Yeah, y'all have that.
That's okay with me.
Because I mean, to me, if the church is gonna do it, I think it should be
We
like
should just have a separate one.
Church of God, a prophecy band. I don't know truck. We doing a band, and we go there playing the song.
To be
hymns of the
fair,
Lord.
essentially the church does do it.
Yeah.
You know, when
Even when they have
Church
youth-
of God,
when youth
Baptist
parade
people,
comes,
they
though,
do their parades.
when there's
and
youth
their
parade,
hats.
there's like some
And
secular
them hats
music.
are like costumes.
Oh,
Some of them hats
definitely.
that go on the streets. Honestly, I take it
The
back,
Baptist
guys.
parade.
Church, you're doing it now.
Yeah, the
You guys
Baptist.
are already.
The Baptist
doing it
parade
now.
is definitely one of those where the
I
hats
missed
are on display.
parade this year. I was
They
very-
we had a time. Everybody's having a good time. We touching the road. Juve morning. I mean, yeah, it's having a whale of a time. So it sounds like some people know, aka Tanisha. You say you pay your fee, you get a costume, goodie bags, and unlimited drinks.
Tanisha, this is an experience you've had before, or you just heard through the grapevine?
Like you heard through the grapevine.
Or did you do your research?
You know a friend of a friend that had a cousin that usually, do things.
Oh. Tanisha giving us a breakdown of what goes
So
in the goodie bag,
bags normally includes towels, tumblers, and stick-on tattoos.
etc. Because
etc.
we should fill in the gap.
Read the film again.
We're supposed to know
you
what
think of what
comes-
that's coming after
What
that.
comes after that? Tanisha, that has been very insightful and
So we thank you.
enlightening. Thank you
Denisha.
very much.
We had no idea what came in these goodie bags. So I'm going to assume that Denisha's cousin on her sister's side.
Right.
uh,
On her sister's
on her
side.
sister's
Okay.
side, had a friend I met before, and there's told her this information. That's what we're going with
Right.
for this particular conversation.
So we're good. We're good. Like carnival's not too bad. Like if the Saints are on the road, kind of just walking alongside and enjoying the music, singing along, all is well. Like
What's
and if
normally
we saw them come and lead into session tomorrow morning at church, it would be okay.
I guess it depends on that particular church. Like for me, would it be okay if I saw you on the road?
Why though?
'Cause
Because
mean,
I could have been listening to that music in my house
because it's
before I came to church.
yeah, but you're not in the street shaking up yourself and lying.
I didn't say shake up. I said walking alongside
What are you walking doing?
the
Just walking?
flow. Just dun 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 dun. That same two-step you do during praise and worship. That same one.
The same step?
You didn't give the devil any more than you give Jesus. You gave him about
nobody
the
shake up on
same
you.
amount.
Nobody shake up on you. You shake up on
No one shook up on me because they could see on my face I'm not about that life.
Don't shake up on me.
They could see she's not one to shake up on.
Don't shake up on me.
Come on, man.
I ain't shaking up on you.
Yeah.
My face is here just for the workout. And that's for
For the
exercise
workout, for
and
the
fun
fresh
music.
air, for the vibes. Some of the saints go from all is well to all is.
That's after they go from all as well to all as wrong.
Delton, this we have this show back to front, upside down, round
Oh,
and
this
round.
show is just
We
going
haven't
now.
done the church announcements. Celebrate people
And
who
the-
having
And the sad
birthdays.
part of the show soon done.
Should-
That's the next part. The show really soon finished.
I want you to guys
People
to
halfway
know
through.
I'm a volunteer. Delton is the employee. Like if anything, if you need answers to questions about DGMT, Delton is the one to ask.
Just ask
It
me.
is not I.
Don't ask me. I don't work here.
So let's reverse back,
Let's
please.
reverse back.
Let's reverse back and make sure that we follow protocol.
Okay, all right then.
Set the house in order, man.
So push pause on that, guys.
Push pause
Put a pin right there and check it up yourself for Jesus.
because that comment took me out just now.
all is well. To all is wrong.
And I actually have a joke attached to that, which I want to put in these
Oh,
reviews. Because I can tell you all before. See, I'm breaking protocol. No,
To
no.
let you listen-
Stay. Focus.
The poor girl that you just stood up for.
I thought that was the topic. No, it is. It isn't kind of in a way. But Crystal, we only just started. We haven't done news and reviews. We haven't done birthday shout outs, announcements, anniversaries. We haven't done all of that.
So birthday shout outs to everybody. Happy birthday to all those celebrated last week. We weren't with you last week. We had a full weekend of activities to do, baseball.
So busy, I can't even remember it.
Essays to write, things to do for school as Vera's in school again.
Oh God!
Not just teaching school, she actually
the
students as well.
Saints, I don't feel your prayers. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, so so that's what happened last week.
Yeah.
My son was on the line of being kicked out of the playoffs, but after much prayer and supplication,
Hold on, I never found out. Did they make it?
They made it.
How?
I have no clue, and I watched the entire.
As much
game,
as I love the Cocoa
and I
Plums,
was
their
cheering.
performance this season has been subpar, to say the least.
I was cheering, and I was like, how do we have the lead? How do we get the lead? We went 2 innings without scoring at all.
And y'all had the lead.
No, by that time we was behind.
This just reminds me of a little boy from primary school. What did we do? We did soccer house event. He's about this high. I mean, he's a tiny little thing. Probably in grade 2 or 3, grade 2. Playing soccer, him running around. Every time the ball comes to him, he runs away. Every time the ball comes to him, he runs away. So at the end of the game, he said, "Did we win?" I was like, "Baby, we didn't score anything." He's like, "So we won then?" No, honey, you need to score goals. Okay, we didn't win? No, baby. But are we in the lead? Honey, come here.
So you're not understanding this game. You're not
And
understanding.
the primary school teachers were burst. They were in stitches watching me trying to explain to this little boy how to
we
win
did not win.
soccer, you've got to score goals. He didn't understand it. He also didn't understand that to play soccer, you've got to kick the ball, or at least
And
you
not
look
run away
like you
from it.
want to kick the ball. But anyway, I digress. So happy birthday to all of those.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's
Celebrated last week. We cannot let the Jody. Sometimes when in Rome, you've got to do as the Romans do. Don't worry, I'm going to reset this summer. She said not with the soccer. I said soccer and not
football.
And not football.
Football.
Because what? Me saying to the kids football. I'm just trying to frustrate myself. Why?
Yeah. They'd be like,
This-
football, let's say football.
The Bible
then.
says you should fight the good fight. That's a pointless fight. That's not a good fight. So happy birthday to Malika Newbold. We have to especially shout her out.
And
happy
anniversary.
anniversary to her and her good husband, Jermaine,
Jermaine.
aka not Jermaine, but we had this talk another
AKA
show.
Wade.
We spoke about this another show. So happy birthday and happy anniversary to them. Who else celebrated last week that I can recall?
I feel there's a lot. I can't remember who they were.
Oh, we had Janae, we had Shante, we had Sonia all celebrating on the
Basau.
13th, and Basau.
Everybody.
Who
was-
all
everybody
not the
birthday.
13th, the 17th.
Yeah, so
No,
Cassie.
all 17th,
Shani.
15th, 7th, all of those
All
days. So
those
shout
first
out
couple
to the
weeks.
Knowles sisters who would come on here and say we didn't shout them out. So let's make sure
Yeah,
the record
so-
reflects.
Who celebrate their birthday.
To all and sundry who celebrated this week. This week was a heavy one for
Yeah.
the parties.
For the parties and the birthdays.
For the parties and the birthdays.
All culminating with a nice time of carnival.
So
everybody-
the
Malika's
question is
here
who
as
has
well.
cake?
And nobody brought any cake. That's a problem. But anyway, birthday's going on this week. My niece is in my chat. And
Her birthday's not till
her
next
birthday's
week.
not till next week, show on the Saturday. So Anaya, you can wait.
Bless her heart.
But Anaya birthday's next
So if you're
week.
celebrating between now, which is the 20th of May, and the 26th of May, we wish you a happy birthday.
It is the 20th. Wow.
It's the 20th. I know that because today's payday. Don't play with me.
Like, you sure this day? I got
Oh,
show
yeah.
day this
Oh,
today.
yeah.
Celebrating this week. Anybody who's watched our show, I know. It might be there. Happy birthday to all of them. Actually, now, she's celebrating on the 24th. She can be celebrating the 24th.
Oh, wonderful.
Crystal Miller celebrating the 22nd. Who else? I don't think so. She might do.
Delton, just call anybody he knows.
I
I
do.
can't access my
I have a lot of people
birthdays.
do.
If I know you and you celebrate this week, happy birthday here, because I can't check. And I'm over 30, so you can't expect me to just remember off the top of my head.
Somebody said there is no show on Saturday because it's a holiday and we partying. Apparently.
Oh, who's having holiday?
Apparently, the person whose birthday is having a holiday.
Oh, okay.
Well,
This is awkward.
this is awkward.
So when we shout them out, they're not going to be. Delton, you brought out the awkward giraffe? Not even the turtle? You went straight for the big guy?
Oh,
Oh. Sorry, guys. We digress.
whoa. So happy birthday to all of you celebrating this week and happy anniversary to those who got marriage during this time. Happy anniversary to you. The news and reviews.
It does make me think, what would be an ideal month to get married? You know, seeing as I still have the luxury of choice.
Of choice. I think May is good. Like you get that little, but again, be careful not too far in May because usually around the end of May into June, it begins to rain a lot. It's usually around the time. It rains usually every Labor Day in the Bahamas. So around that early part
August,
of June.
July is too hot.
No, so you want to go June, late June, beginning of May. We went March.
Early June?
No, you don't go early June. It's always rainy.
Oh.
So you want to go sort of late.
Late June.
Late June.
See, the teacher in me has to get married in the summer holiday.
You don't want, you don't
Or
want the time
on a
off.
holiday.
Yeah. So I think you go look for May, June. May, June would be good.
May, June.
May, June.
I must make a note of that.
And then you want to
I'm
give.
gonna be needing that information soon.
Hey, boo. You want to give your husband some time in between your birthday and Christmas, that little.
Yeah. To
conundrum
get himself
there. So
together.
you want to separate them.
Right.
Separate the two a little bit. So yeah, give him
Especially
time.
if me and him met in summer. You understand what I'm saying? Because then we'd have to have some commemoration in the summertime of the meeting.
Correct.
And then the birthday.
And then the birthday.
And then the anniversary. All these things must be mapped
Christmas,
out
Valentine, all those stuff.
meticulously. Valentine.
Wow.
Delton, that's it. It's May. Late
You
May.
need the time. You need the time.
Late May.
Yeah, you need the time.
Or late June.
Yep.
Late May, late June. Got it.
We can put it in there. Put
Yeah.
in the catalyst, guys.
Yeah.
Vera wedding, late May, late June.
Yeah.
Let's block the whole thing out.
Just know at my workplace, if I get married late June, I'm not doing any work in June. I'm going to be focused on planning.
Definitely.
I don't do much work in June on a regular day, but
Yeah, no. What see that
in a
exam
regular
finish?
year.
Once the exams finish, y'all usually clock out.
Delton, the
Before
struggle is
exams.
real. The struggle is real.
Hey,
Guys, I say this all the time. I feel like the grace is lifted off of me. I just don't got it like I
I
used to
told
got
him to
it.
see all the way from California, and for him, all right, we just missed the
Hello,
morning,
Antoine.
so it's 12:20 for him. We just missed morning.
Oh, man, shoot.
So
That's
so
really
what they
what we
said
should
for
aim
me.
for.
Wait,
Catch
Wild
Antoine's
Time, and they open
morning.
right now. You go right down the corner. Wild Time is open right now. He's like said for him, he needs some Wild Time.
Oh, wow. And I've only been to Wild Time once, but it was a very pleasant experience.
No, it's good times. Good
Yeah, no,
times.
Wild
I mean,
Times.
Wild Times, good times. It was good. You remember?
I'm trying to. Why is the camera just turned off? Me.
I think when the mic dropped.
Oh, okay. So happy birthday celebrations. Now for news and reviews. We've started our news and reviews. We've
Yeah.
been talking about the hot news for today.
Which is a god.
I also want to interject briefly. The month of May is the month where we celebrate teachers all
It
around
is.
the world. We also celebrate nurses in May and HR people in May.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a day. When is Radio Personality Day?
They don't get with us.
They don't really care about us.
They don't
No,
care
y'all
about
need a
us.
day. Because everybody, when I saw that it was HR Day yesterday or today, I was like, you
I didn't know
already
that
have a
was HR
day
Day.
for everybody.
But I know this is
So
America's
whatever you
month,
do,
so-
you make sure go find your day because you have a day.
So Teachers Appreciation Month. I don't remember when this came a month. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I learned about teachers' appreciation when I came to the Bahamas.
Oh really?
Before I came here, I don't remember it being a thing.
So
So it's at
I
least 8
remember,
years ago.
I can remember it used to be like a week. I think that was a week at one point.
So I think schools choose their week within the month to celebrate. But I only learned that this year.
whole
I
month.
always thought it was the same week for everybody, but I noticed that every school just picked their week.
Okay, sorry. So I didn't know, but I knew primary school. I used to take part in that. I used to get a gift and thing from my teachers in primary school,
And then what happened?
and then junior high, it was like,
These teachers don't deserve it. They don't work as hard.
I think why primary school? Because no primary school usually have one teacher.
Then pick one.
So you have
Pick
one teacher for everything, and I think that's probably what happened. I think when you get to high school, it's probably
It's too
one
many
teacher.
teachers.
Probably one teacher probably got something, if I can remember correctly.
Okay, so how did you pick that one teacher, Delton? How
More
would
than
you?
likely would have been music.
So you pick your favorite subject
It probably would have
teacher.
been a favorite subject.
Okay.
I go with that. 'Cause
Okay.
I think that's how it happened. For
Okay.
Me. 'Cause at primary school, you get that one teacher all the time, so you go.
I mean, I appreciate
Homeroom
the
teacher.
pressure. I appreciate the pressure on parents to give every teacher that teaches their child something. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot of.
But I
teachers.
feel like homeroom teachers, if everybody focused on the homeroom teacher, every teacher would be covered.
Senior high school, it was the homeroom teacher,
Yeah, I feel like
and then music. 'Cause Miss Allen
focus
was-
on
Miss
the
Allen was
homeroom
cool.
teacher and you be homeroom teacher and then the child's favorite.
Yeah, so senior high school, with that grade 10, 11, and 12, that's when Miss Zelda Allen, she was the favorite.
She was your homeroom teacher for the 3 years.
Yeah, we had the same class from us.
So my teacher's appreciation, it began quite shaky. It began quite shaky. We received the lunch.
Hold on. Have we been since the prom?
The promposal. No, all of these things have not been discussed.
Anyway, guys, if we're going to talk for the next half an hour, I'm going to sit back here.
Hey!
Because y'all missed a lot of what's going on in Vera's life right now. So y'all go
So
on.
school's been a bit manic,
ahead, catch
guys.
up.
Teachers' appreciation has taken all kinds of shapes and forms. We had an interesting week of gifts from students. And then that was on the advice of the PTA. That was on the advice of the PTA.
I like those.
Very strange. And then we had a very lovely party that was thrown by the school for all the teachers. That was lovely.
Nice.
And then I guess the next week the kids were like, oh, wait, I've got to get my teacher stuff. And then the gifts started rolling in. My favorite gift of all time, I got a fish, guys. I don't know what it is about me that means children want to give me things I must look after. But I received
Like
three
you're a
plants,
responsible person. Go ahead.
2 bunches of flowers, and a fish.
Got a plants.
A whole fish. 2 orchids. One has 3 flowers left on it,
Nice.
and the other one has about 6 flowers left on it. But
Bless
I've
God
been
for that.
told that when all the flowers fall off, you tie it to a tree.
Yeah.
And that's how it lives. Why did no one tell me this before? Do you know how many orchids I've killed and I thought it was me?
No.
I didn't know that's just part of the MO of
Once
the
you keep them
orchid.
inside, they die and just let them go. So you got to
Yeah.
carry them outside.
So, okay, so now I know what I'm going to do to my orchids when all the flowers fall off. You got to
Yeah.
wait for all the flowers to fall off before you tie them
Tie
up.
them to a tree.
The little pot plant, it's gone.
Already?
But I don't know what more I was supposed to do
Did you
to it.
water it? Put it
I did
outside?
water it.
Got some light?
Put it on the windowsill. No, not enough.
It's a little.
But then it's a pot plant. It's not going to go outside.
No, but I mean, you want to get some air. It's a little,
I put it by the window. I watered it.
it's a little make it. It might come back though.
That's what I'm hoping for.
It might be one of those that die and then come back.
So where do I put it? Outside? But then it will drown outside. It's one of them little ones. I'm not going to dig up no
okay.
ground now. Let's push it out. Let's not push it. I'm not a gardener.
We can do
I'm
it.
still a teacher. Don't ever get it twisted. So I got a range of plants and things of that nature. I received the fish from my homeroom,
That's very nice.
which was beautiful. It was very daunting. And there was a lot of speculation as to whether I would keep the fish alive. And so I left school on Friday very, very anxious to keep this fish alive. So I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to leave the fish here over the weekend. I'm going to take it home. The classroom might get really hot. I just want to be there for the fish.
You want to be there for
I want
it?
to be there for the fish. So I put the fish bowl in a little box and I carried the box home.
And it made it safely home.
It made it safely home. I put it on the ground, not on the seat, because there was a lot of shaky water in it. And I realized that science and physics put it down at the bottom of the car.
Yep.
Guys, everything was going great. Monday morning, I pull up at school, first class of the day. Now, the caveat is there's a lizard that lives in my classroom. And I call him Eric, right? Eric, he lives on top of one of the display boards. He just doesn't move. He's always there. I don't know what Eric eats. I don't know how he lives, but I know Eric is there. Eric's been there about a month.
He ate a house plant. That's what he ate.
Eric's been up there a month. So Monday morning, one of my students, if a man die, he shall live again.
He live again.
So I'll be encouraged, right? So Monday, I open the door, first class, 8:30. Miss Wilson, is Freddie alive? So I was like, man, Freddie's always right up there. Freddie's fine. She's like, what are you talking about?
No, that's Eric. Man.
She's like, not Eric, because all my students are all my. She's like, Freddie. And that's when I realized I had taken the fish home on Friday and forgotten I'd taken the fish home on Friday.
So that's what I need for Friday.
That fish sat in the box in my.
Not in the car, but in the house.
No, in the house,
Okay.
not in the car. But it only just made it to the house because I forgot it was in the car until the evening. And I put it in the house on Friday evening. From Friday evening to Monday morning, I'd forgotten about the fish. Didn't feed it. So at this point, my heart drops. I'm devastated because now all the kids think I'm a murderer. Yeah. It's like, Miss Wilson, we told you, don't kill the fish. What happened? Because when she said it, I couldn't hide my shock. I was just like,
like Freddie. It's like,
And honestly, I was devastated for the whole day. Like my heart was, I started Googling how long can betta fish live without food.
Yeah, they do
And
right
I was
though.
encouraged.
Yeah, they do right.
Like 10 days,
Yeah.
14 days, but don't leave them for more than 5 days. So when I got home, Freddie was alive.
Yeah, man.
Freddie was alive. I wasn't sure he was going to be, guys. But when I got home, Freddie was alive. So we brought Freddie back to school.
Okay.
Because I just think the kids are going to be more mindful of him than I am. So Freddie lives in my classroom.
Nice.
We've told Freddie cannot have any other fish friends because apparently he's a murderer by nature.
Yeah, they're very
What kind of madness is that?
They're very aggressive fish.
Yeah, so, but Freddie, he's not very friendly. Doesn't really like people.
You can put, now, if you get a big goldfish or bigger fish, any fish that's bigger than them, they're all right. Anything that remotely close to their size, they're gonna attack.
Wow, this is powerful. So anyway, guys, they've turned me into an aquarium. So I got a fish.
With an aquarium with one fish.
I got a fish. And the most memorable moment of Teacher's Appreciation was when a student asked me to go to prom. Now, I've got to put this in context for you because I know a lot of people don't understand what happened, right?
Yeah, no, this is a
So
story.
let me break this down for you. Promposals at my school have become a thing.
A very
right?
big thing, dude.
A very big thing. We've had Disney-themed promposals with people coming on like chariots wearing a crown with a crown to put on the prom date. And there was another promposal.
Not public schools.
Flash mob. A flash mob that sang. What song did they sing? When I see your face, the whole world stops. That, right? So it was beautiful. I mean, the whole grade, like no one person in the grade didn't participate. From the smartest to the least, from the smallest to everybody participated. It was wonderful.
Team effort. I like it.
Team effort. They gave her roses as she walked down
beautiful.
the corridor of them singing to her, and then he was at the end with a shirt with a sign that says, "Will you go to prom with me?" And then he had his friends in shirts, and they opened up PROM. It was a lot, right? And then there was the promposal that got the school buzzing. A particular student who's not very well behaved, has a history of getting in lots of trouble, decided to ask the senior leader in charge of behavior to go to the prom with him. Very ironic, very comical.
Well played.
She's Guyanese. So they did almost like a soca-themed
They
promposal. They was like,
they had research.
They sent her out the room. She came back. They were doing a little follow the leader, made her go in the front of the line. So she's confused, like, what's happening? Then the line took her to the young man who had a sign, right?
This is very, definitely good word.
Right.
So he says, love the shenanigans. This is very much
shenanigans. So she was in stitches, crying. It was hilarious. Kiki. The sign actually said, so her motto is, do the right thing when no one's looking. So on the sign, it said, do the right thing when no one's looking. Go to prom with me.
Nice.
It was all.
Oh, this is well thought out.
What? I mean, well thought out.
I like it.
She had kiki'd and told him no.
After all that.
She kiki'd and told him no. Everybody laughed. It was fine, right?
Walked away.
And then I became aware of one that was going to happen to me. In the same spirit of a kiki. I was like, yeah, man, go on. But the student came and asked me first. I think he just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to be offended. I was like, man, in the spirit of
Go ahead.
shenanigans, shenanaway, right? But then he did it in a lot grander style than I planned, than I perceived it would happen.
Music?
There wasn't Ghanaian music, but there was like, what did they sing? It was a lot of children. They all walked into my room singing, oh, celebrate good times.
Okay.
There was a bouquet of flowers.
Cruise ship
There
style.
was a sign that had like flowers attached to it. He was wearing a suit. So it was just really uncomfortable. Exactly, because I thought this doesn't feel funny. This doesn't feel like a joke.
That's not a shenanigan, yeah?
This doesn't feel like a shenanigan.
Oh.
You understand what I mean?
So
Everybody was in the room too. And he'd already asked me if he could. So when he was like, gave me the sign, I was like, yes, a kiki. Took a picture with the sign. And then I watched the kids' reactions. And I thought, oh no, that wasn't a joke. His friends were like, yeah, oh my God, yeah. The girls were like, I was like
she said yes for true.
Something in here isn't matching.
Like, oh, this ain't a game, sweetie.
This isn't a game. So after the end of the day, I had to say to him, hey, honey, just to be clear,
Oh,
so we're
come
clear.
on. No.
Just so we're clear, you realize that was a joke, right? Like, because that can't happen.
I don't like it.
That's not legal. I'm not sure.
Yes, you can.
So I had to. I'm pretty sure I can't. So I had
Yes, you could.
I basically had to put the young man straight. I did say to
How
him,
was he, though?
listen.
How did he take it?
He was like, man, this wasn't no, man, it's fine. I was like, no, love, it's not fine. And it wasn't fine because I got my boss came to me at one point. I was like, I heard you said yes. I was like, no. I was like, I clarified afterwards. She was like, okay, because I heard through the grapevine you said yes, and that was a bit concerning. So that's what happened to me, guys.
I don't like it.
I'm just an innocent bystander.
First of all,
no, hold on. I did say to him, look, I'm going to be at prom anyway. I'm going to take pictures with the students anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be wearing a teal dress. If you so wish
to
wear like a little teal
something.
and that makes you feel better, you go away. You go ahead. Guys, Could I have done anything other than what I did? Because in front of the whole grade, like the whole entire grade, was I going to tell him no? With bouquet of flowers in his hand. That would scar him for life.
But I
He
think-
would
but I
remember that
think
in going
according-
into
according to your
perpetuity.
shenanigans in
If
the
he became a
school-
pastor, he would stand up on the stage and preach about it.
I remember one day.
And I remember this one teacher, the kids used to call her Willie. I couldn't.
I'll never
I
forget
didn't
this
have it
thing.
in my heart
She
at the
embarrassed me
moment
in
to
front of
do
the
it.
whole school. She just embarrassed me. in
Oh,
front
it was a lot going on. And I didn't even tell you of another thing that happened. All kinds of things have gone on while DGMT's been away. So historically, grade 11s who are graduating, they do a prank day. They do pranks on teachers. Usually
teachers.
innocuous, innocent. But apparently in the past, it's gone left. So they stopped doing prank
Bad
days.
okay.
My grade 11s, who are my homeroom, were very upset about that. They really were going to just do a nice, clean prank day. So when it was all shut down and they were lamenting, they were like, Miss Wilson, our prank for you was going to be so good. I was like, what were you going to do? They were like, we were going to hide a speaker in the ceiling and play clips of your show in the middle of the day.
First of all,
First of all,
you have a show.
they said they were going to play clips of
Like-
my show
I have a show.
throughout the day.
What show do you have?
I don't know. The show that they found.
Yikes, man.
I'm encountering more and more people on my daily shenanigans.
Did I tell you
that
about, did I tell you
watch
about
the
poop-
show,
about poop deck
know the
story?
show. What poop deck story?
So I'm at poop deck.
Oh,
I went
gosh.
this Saturday, and the lady was
We
saying,
cannot be afraid of the fame.
she was taking my order, and she was like, "You have a show that's coming on Saturday?" I was like, "A show." I was like, "Man,
Why are we?
what are you talking about?"
Why are we trying to hide? I don't
She's
understand.
like, "No, you and the girl used to do a show on Saturday. You used to do it. I listen to y'all all the time. You used to do a show on Saturday." I'm like, "I know this voice." I was
The
like,
voice.
like, the voice.
Jesus.
She was like, "I know y'all show." And then I
Shout out to the lady at
Shout
Poop
out-
Deck if
shout
you're
out to the
listening
staff
now.
at Poop
Hey, what
Deck
you
out-
saying,
out-
girl?
out on East Bay
Man,
Street.
jump on Facebook and say hi so we can get your name.
And then my cousin last night, 'cause I had to go. We lost one of our cousins. The funeral today. The wake was last night. She's like, "No, I watch you every Saturday." I was like,
Dalton, why does that scare us?
I
Like,
don't
why
know.
are we worried about
like
this?
I feel like if you have like a little small
Guys,
community
I'm
and that's
sorry
it.
this isn't a topic for DGMT. Delton and I are just coming to terms with something.
Like I feel like normally just like a little small. We think it's just a little small crew right
Listen,
here. But there's a lot
yesterday
of people
I'm
that we
talking
watch
to my
that
colleagues.
show.
No,
I listened.
Wednesday, I'm talking to my colleague, and I'm like, all I want to do is, I just need Friday to come so I can take out my hair. And she was like, and you need to make sure you have it done for Saturday for the show. I'm like, what?
Like what show are you talking
Like,
about?
what
No, so apparently
Oh,
people are out there that watch the
Jody
show.
said click Jody's comment.
She took a photo with a coworker who's a faithful DGMTer. A faithful one. Thank you,
Took a
faithful
picture.
DGMTer
Did you took a
from
picture with her?
SRC.
This is
From us.
powerful.
Let's get some comments. I missed a lot of comments.
Yeah,
so
get the
let's go back up
comments.
and get
Oh.
these before we move on. Well, I don't remember when last I asked. Oh, yeah, Jody was like a big up to the teacher them. Christoph said you right. See,
I had a wonderful teacher's appreciation. All that said and done, it was a good one. I say was, may still may.
It's still me.
Anything could happen.
Christoph say our off day is off day or fired. That's really our off day. Then you say she want a blind. She said she want a blind. She want one blind. Apparently the blind didn't make it.
Which
Unless you want an orchid stick. But apparently the blind didn't make it.
no, because it's gonna be attached to the tree. It's gonna be okay.
I say unless she wants an orchid, but the little small tree.
Oh yeah, the little thing.
That didn't make it.
It didn't come with any instructions or anything.
Like no one said anything.
Now
to
the
you.
little bouquet of flowers he gave me for the promposal, still living and breathing, buddy. That little flower dust they give you attached to the bouquet. Man, come on,
It's still
give me
wicked.
some flower dust. Give me something. Give me
No.
something to keep these flowers.
It's the
alive.
fact that these children are spending this money on these things, though.
What?
On these proposals, like spending money buying
mean-
flowers.
Now the signs were handmade.
Yeah, but
The
still,
flowers, what, $10?
I don't know. What kind of flowers were they?
I don't know. It was like a mixture of things. It's very nice.
No, I'm sure it's got more than $10, man.
Probably because this is the Bahamas.
$10, definitely not a bouquet, not a flower.
Ironically, his little brother was the one that was like, "Did we win? Okay, but are we in the lead?"
No, so
Oh,
they spent
bless
some
him.
money on these things,
Yeah.
and
And then
put
prom
some
itself.
time.
Prom itself is money.
I think you should have said. I think you should have just gone.
I did. Dalton, what do you mean? Like, how does that? What do you mean?
Like
what are
not
you
like
saying?
walking with him, but still like y'all could, like you say, y'all still matching, so I
Be
feel
there.
better.
I'll be there. I'll take pictures and possibly
Yeah.
matching. I mean, that's
I'll be
what the prom
matching.
date is.
Yeah, How old is he? 7,
He's in
18?
grade 11. So
Oh.
17.
18.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, man,
17.
that's
He's
pretty
not
good.
18. Delton, change the subject now.
It's 16.
Now. Change the subject
He's 18.
now.
Sid says, my baby demanded I get her teacher John Bull. Sis
what'd you
wasn't
get the teacher?
accepting nothing else for her teacher. John Bull what?
Voucher.
I get you a bag from John.
I got a
I
job.
literally made a John Bull green bag to put the stuff in.
So there's one student who we don't get along, but we have an understanding.
That's good.
And because we have an understanding, I'm one of the very few teachers who can tolerate him. He is, what's the word, pugnacious?
He does what?
And he's just argumentative, like just wants to argue all the time. If there's ever a child, an older child, because it's harder to lose your kid cool with older kids.
Yeah.
Because you can reason with them a bit more. It's the grade 6s and 7s I'll be screaming at. But like 11s, I don't scream at them. Like what? Screaming at 10s and 11s.
Don't believe anybody.
Jesus, come on. He's one of the very few kids of that age and stage that has caused me to like lose my cool in real life. Like, you know when you start rambling, you're like, I'm now talking foolishness, but I'm so angry I can't stop. He's one of them kids. Probably got me the most expensive teacher's appreciation gift. This boy bought me quality home center voucher. That's a quality gift. Quality home center voucher. Voucher, babe. Y'all knew? Sorry, gift certificate.
Yeah.
Y'all knew they did gift certificates? One of them and the John Bull gift certificate.
And
I said, you know what? Gotta treat him mean to keep him keen.
treat them being the cute.
Because that would be the last student I thought would leave me a gift. But lo and
you watch this?
behold,
You know what to say?
I did. I'd seen it before you sent it to me.
It's very good idea. It's very good.
I feel like
It's
I would
very
change the adjectives. I feel like I like the concept. I maybe might
Use the
change
Venn
the
diagram,
adjectives.
the Venn
Yeah.
diagram.
I love the Venn diagram concept. But anyway, we digress. I just wanted to fill you in on
I know
what's been going on with
for
me.
Dallas's teacher, Julianne did some food. Because, as she should.
That's what she does
And
too.
listen to me, teacher was very appreciative.
Now, Julianne said she was going to bring me some food.
Sorry. All right, moving right along.
And I did get food, but it wasn't like a gift food.
It was like,
It was like I bought food. So I just wanted to know, Julianne, like, is that teachers' appreciation still going on? Like, is that offer still on the table? Just let me know. Let me know.
Whitley says the afro for me. And the word, the little people, you say it. Like, I don't know y'all to say it.
Per, period.
Yeah.
It's just per.
But that's not the way she said it.
Yeah, no, she said it with a lot more. Like,
It's a little more snapping.
she said it with a little more like,
grabbing things on the
Whitney
air.
said it with a bit more sass than that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
per, period.
She definitely snatched things on the air.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Any proposals with the staff of
Stop for Moses.
Christoph has been frequently commenting on my proposal teacher chronicles, and I want to know: is he genuinely disturbed by it? Is he impressed by it? Because I suspect Christoph is that guy. When come time to do engagement,
yeah.
Christoph, you out here calling the children out. I expect to see Facebook on fire when you propose. So
Christoph,
don't come for the children.
Christoph, there's no strings or tambourines involved in being upset. I just want to put this on the dead now. Christoph,
The pressure is getting
worse. No good church time. If I get Mark on the keys with some good brass and some Holy Ghost shout, pass the bed on the mic, I can be upset. I need a good show, a good time.
I see Christoph as as the groom that does like a, when it comes time to kiss the bride, he has like a whole
He got a Holy Ghost
break.
The Holy Ghost in. A little praise break
goes straight
before
in,
and
stamp
after.
his foot, can't shake it, goes into a praise
Lord
dance just
Jesus.
before seals the deal.
Woo. We'll be up for it.
I see it.
Either on the live or
Delton and I are going to do live commentary of the royal wedding.
the royal man. We can be on the coming to you live today,
Come
guys.
see live. God has really smiled on this day. The weather is wonderful.
Perfect.
Christoph, that was our audition.
There's about 14 clouds in the sky.
14 and one of them, Delton, I believe, is a ring shape.
It's in the ring, and the one to the left is a heart. Wow, this is amazing. This is indeed amazing. The stars are out. All
Delton,
right.
Delton, we can find you a tuxedo. It got to have
I
tails.
got it. I have a cummerbund.
Oh, what's that? The one around
The
the
one around
waist?
the waist. I have a sky blue
No,
one.
this is a serious thing.
with
We
a bow tie.
digress. We digress again.
So just let me know, Christoph, if you need that done. We got you on the outside. We can welcome the guests. We do the red carpet if you want us to. We get interview. And what are you wearing? What are you wearing today? I can imagine Pastor Ben wearing a nice, colorful ensemble to match to whatever the bridal party is wearing.
I believe the whole church will be matching. I believe all guests will be
Everybody.
matching. Now, Christoph has raised this, and me and my girlfriends, we in the group chat, we've often talked about this. A man proposing to you at church. It's a no for me.
So,
It's a no. And Christoph says he ain't proposing in no church. Christoph, I wouldn't expect you to, but I'd expect the strings and the tambourine to be on the road wherever
I
you
never
are.
said I proposed in
Like,
church,
not in
Christoph.
church, but if you're going to do it,
Wherever you do.
Bahama, carry the keyboard.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
you're going to do it,
We're not saying
if you're doing it,
Christoph,
you know.
Whoa, Chris, no, not in church.
I don't know.
But I expect the church to be you.
On some tea somewhere, carry the tambourine. I just need you to take the church with you wherever you go.
no,
So
no.
you are the church.
You are the church. So I expect to have some tambourine and something in the
No,
background.
man.
No, I don't want you to do it in church.
But
I
ladies,
expect-
is there anyone else with me, or you guys don't mind? Some of us are so single we don't really care where it happens. It just needs to happen.
Like, please.
I'm a
anywhere.
no for
Outside,
proposals
inside,
in church.
church.
I'm a no for proposals in church.
Why? For the attention, for the.
I don't know. Now I have friends who their argument is it's lazy. Their argument is lazy. It doesn't require any planning. We can be there anyway. Most of the people we love is going to be there anyway. What's the plan?
What's I plan it for church? Like I
Like-
make it a part of the service itself.
Again,
Like I make it a part of the service. Pastor works with me. He does a sermon on a topic about finding the person that you love.
yes.
There's nice little strings in the background.
I mean,
happening.
as I said, that's not my
you
argument.
can work this.
I do have friends that they are adamant.
Cara say no proposal in church or at other people's wedding.
Right, okay. Pause. Cara, hear me out. Cara, hear me out. If the people have agreed to you doing it there, like the whole,
You mean
like we
like in
see
the reception-
TikTok, like
in the
I
reception
catch
kind
the
of thing?
bouquet,
Yeah.
or she turns around and she gives me the bouquet. I hold the bouquet, and you turn around, you on your knee. And the couple knew about it, so they were all right.
Yeah.
And
I
they
mean,
were
I
about to
don't-
leave anyway. They
I don't
were about to
mind-
head off into
I
the
don't mind
sunset.
that part of it if you do it towards the end like that. Yeah. I mean, to me.
Cara say nope. But why though?
I mean, yeah. So I mean, at that time of the reception, your day is about over.
Yeah, man.
So,
Give the
but I guess it's
people
like,
a reason to party on.
But I guess they're like, nope. I want my whole day. You. I mean, for me.
I have very good friends
Who did it?
who fell out over oh, Delton, if I tell this story, I'm going back about 10 years.
Oh, boy.
But it was pretty, okay, so two best friends. I'm going to put this in a Bahamas scenario.
There you go.
I'm going to use Jody as an example. Jody, no, let me use someone else. Jody finds a Ghanaian man to marry, right? And Jody goes to Ghana to have a traditional Ghanaian wedding,
Right.
meet his family. She invites all of us to go, right? I'm also dating a Ghanaian guy whose family is out there,
Okay.
right? And he's been meaning to propose to me for forever. He takes advantage of the fact that all of us are in Ghana.
Everybody, yeah.
We all flew. It wasn't a cheap flight.
No.
It's not something we're going to do again. The likelihood of me flying back to meet his parents, so he kind of kills two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
That wasn't your wedding. It was your like traditional engagement thing. You know that
Yeah.
thing we do with the big party. He didn't propose at the engagement, but what he
He
did
used
was
the moment of it
he
being there.
utilized the fact that all of us were going to be in the country at the same time and decided to have an engagement party the week after. So your engagement party goes down.
Finish.
He decides, let's have our engagement party a week after because we need to do a traditional too. Ghana is far.
While we're
It's
already here.
expensive. Everyone's already flown over for this. Best friends fall out. Because friend that originally arranged for everyone
Feel
to
like
go
taking the shine.
said, "Why? How you gonna do this?" Other friends was like, "Sis, it was really just convenience, logistics. I wasn't trying to cause a fight, but I can't see why you can't see that this was more about convenience and not
made
about
sense,
stealing the
yeah.
shine." It wasn't done on the same day as yours.
A week
Planned
afterwards.
for afterwards.
Yeah, I'm
And,
personally.
and friendship of 3 decades
That's
ended.
done? Like still now?
Pretty much.
Oh Jesus.
Pretty much. We
Yeah.
cordial, we cool, but we ain't
No,
besties.
personally, I don't know how the DGMTs feel about it. I don't.
I really put that out there because I want to hear. what the
Yeah,
DGMT
to me,
gotta
I mean
say.
that's okay to me. I mean, like
Anybody want to hear
given
what
the situation,
Ain't nobody want to hear what the man got to say.
apparently not. They never do. Like, yeah, shut up.
I was definitely of the persuasion that this just makes too much sense to be something we should fight about. But I want to hear what Cara have to say. Cara, what you say?
Correct.
Jody says, okay, hold on, let's go up to these comments. Jody Ann says, can we not have something for ourselves? But Jody, your wedding day's over, you about to leave. Okay, fine. He won't propose at your wedding. I'll just make sure of it. I'll make sure of it, Jody Ann. If it ain't on the beach or by the water, I don't want it. Please don't propose at a group dinner or at someone else's wedding. I guess if the man them's on the live, they just need to be making notes, innit? There's definitely more understandable than same day.
Yeah,
That conversation could have been had prior. I believe it was had prior, Cara. It wasn't like it didn't happen and then it was a problem. Like it was talked about before everybody traveled.
And from the talking,
So the fallout happened before the travel. So we went to the when I came to your engagement, we'd already fallen out. Because you were already mad about what I was.
Oh, so you were mad before we even flew over?
Yeah, no, you were mad before we got flued out. So Cara, if we had the conversation prior, you don't agree, should I cancel plans? Is that what you're saying? Friends should cancel plans.
We traveling so far, and I gotta meet
and that's
everybody.
why I use Bahamas and Ghana, because I think it's a good way of
painting
a picture.
I gotta meet everybody. Let's meet everybody one time.
Now, Denisha said the proposal is between us. I don't want people there.
And don't post a picture of you then.
Oh, I was going to say, because if you put that on Facebook.
Yeah, between all no more. So that if I gotta be on a bar on Facebook and they want people to like it.
Why is Christoph like this as a person? He said, you use my atmosphere to go propose.
Yeah, atmosphere. This is why we need strings in the proposal, Christoph.
This is why.
It's the churchiness.
Anyway, we know what we expect from you, so you just don't disappoint.
They probably could toast you some apple cider too. I mean, hey, if there's extra, you save a bottle.
Wow. Jody, one thing about you, a woman of the spirit. Jody said, truth be told, they probably could toast using my apple cider too. Now, that's just a given.
I mean, if it does.
We're going to do it on your dance floor. We're going to do it with your DJ. Like, come on. Come on.
Ask them what song. Hey, what song they playing?
I would have told the DJ beforehand.
You must. I need the song.
Jody Ann says you can't be super friends then. There was obviously a why before. Girl talk, this sounds like something you all need to deal with. Cara, carry it. Carry it to the girls them and put that on the docket. Jody Ann says there was obviously a why before. That's possible. I don't want to speculate, but I just remember it being a huge thing at the time. And it made me think very carefully about, I'm very, like some of those unspoken friends rules, I'm that friend that doesn't get it. Like I'm that friend.
Can't read the room.
I'm the friend that can't read the room. I'm the friend that stays friends with my guy friends, ex-girlfriends. I'm that friend. No, and in their minds, they're like, are you mad? In my mind, it's like, you made me befriend her. I don't unfriend people. You brought her to me to be my friend. The way I friend is friend. So you broke up with her, that's a personal problem. Yeah. I'm also the friend that is like slightly less rigid about those kind of unspoken girlfriend rules. I don't have typical girlfriend relationships, but I'm aware that I'm unique. So I like to get feedback so I can't get myself in problems and troubles. Cara says she needs to know the dynamics of the friendship before this. As far as best friends go, from the outside looking in, they were best friends. From the outside looking in, there was no ambiguity. They grew up together from childhood, everything.
There you go.
Outside
Cara,
looking
get a topic. That's topic right there, Cara. We should put it on the flag. Let me have this one thing. Now, why make it about you again? Not you again. Not the clause at the end.
It's a whole
clause
different
at the end
situation.
Yeah, that changed everything. Not you again. That changes everything. Let me have this one. But I do understand that though. Pastor Denson mentioned this a lot, and he does it even in premarital counseling, where he gives this idea that for a lot of females, this wedding time is the one time that they're truly seen. Especially if they have siblings or like brothers, usually like all the attention is given towards the males. In life, they was always second class. They had to go through this. This wedding and this moment is the one time where all eyes can now officially be on you. Hence, all the entrance of the bride, the groom, them this we sit down before people come inside church. Nobody get with them.
Right.
So all the attention's on you. So I understand. So if this is going to start from the engagement process, then I understand why you might not want to share this moment with anybody. Or when I say share with anybody, I mean like another couple.
Share the occasion.
So I can understand it from that standpoint. your scenario to me is completely different because at the same time it's like while all of us here.
But I guess it's like we are all here because of me. Don't make us being here about you.
Because you as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, people gonna leave afterwards if they want to. I just say like they ain't gotta come.
And that's what I mean. All their people was the same people. That's how intertwined they were.
So we friends. Your
They were
people, my
family.
people.
They were like family. You know,
Your people is
the
my
family.
people. Your God is my God. We from the same place. Like why can't we just do this together?
It's that perspective of this is the one time. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one time.
Let me have this one
thing. Why is coach you again?
But you know what it also highlights? That friend that is always the one that steps back for other people to be in front.
Yeah.
So for them, having their thing
So that's the one
has
thing I
more
have. That's
value
the
than others.
one
Right.
thing that I have, and you try to take this from me.
I'm not that friend.
You see, okay.
I'm not the friend that steps back for people to go forward.
Oh, you're not. Like we going together.
No, let's go.
Let's go, buddy. Come along. Let's go. Like we in this together. So Jody say, I suppose you should know your friend.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Know your boys. That's the name of this. How did we get here today?
I don't know. They've likely had a little comparison and Jesse thing, you know.
Probably.
I definitely had to. Be
As I said,
somewhere.
this issue is
this-
about a decade old now.
Yeah, that went deep. And the
This
fact that,
is-
it ended the
No, it was
friendship,
the end.
this was definitely,
Yeah.
this was the straw.
Mhm.
I was like, I can't take you one more. We go
Yeah.
to the party, your heel tied.
This happened before I came here.
We go to the right. We going out somewhere. I tell you wearing white. You show up in white too. We go here. I tell you what my outfit is. You come in the same outfit with a bit.
And then it became those finicky things. Like,
Yeah. So
I
so
wanted
this,
to wear this color, and you trying to have a similar color, and I use this material, and you trying to use this material.
yeah,
It
when
became,
gets
it
that
became
kind
a lot of
thing.
things.
Yeah. All
right?
right. So this story went deep.
Yeah, it
So I
became a lot of
understand.
things.
Give not letting people have
How
one
are we
thing.
1 hour in the show
And
and ain't talk about
ain't talking
nothing.
about nothing but everything. We ain't talking about nothing besides everything. Always
Hi.
talking about carnival. Obviously, talking about prom. We gotta talk about
Proposals. Crystal talked about the
Crystal.
proposals in
How do
real
we
life.
get- how do we get
Because we
the
started talking about
engagement?
don't propose to me in church.
Right.
Or at someone else's
Right. Or
wedding.
at someone else's wedding.
Yada, yada,
There you go.
blah, blah, blah.
That's how we got
The
there.
point I was trying to make is don't propose to me at church. That was where I was.
Yeah, you was like, don't propose. Yeah, you know, Christoph getting proposed and how big it can be, and the strings, and that's how we got there. And
Jody,
so,
I appreciate that. She said we can party in Ghana together because them tickets cost $2,900. I don't care. I don't care.
2,900 to go to Ghana.
Yep.
That's-
From here to Ghana, that's about like you're looking in the range between 2,500 and 3,000.
How long is the flight from UK to Ghana?
6.
6 hours.
So if all together you're flying for about,
Almost 24
including
hours.
stops, you probably got about a 2-hour break. It's not a long. I think the way the flights are set up. sis, this is why, this was what it was. All of this over a Paso. That's all it was. All of this over a Paso. My goodness. But anyway, I think you're flying for about 14 hours. You're probably on like an 18-hour trip.
Yeah. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
So no, we had to do this together. I ain't come back in them right now. That's a lot of money to spend for a flight.
All of this over a
All
Paso.
this over a Paso.
So for my friends who are my friends, and the thing is, I know which friends of mine are like that. Which I wouldn't even fool with asking them. I know which friends of mine are like that. And they have every right to be. I'm just not the friend.
I know that.
Like that.
I know for the throwing in the bouquet, like and throwing in the garden stuff we did, like I just gave Max. I gave Max to Dwayne.
You gave Dwayne the garlic?
Yeah, I got to throw it. I was like, you next. I mean,
Was he next?
out of people who's at the wedding, yeah, probably. Would he date anybody at the time? No, I don't know.
No.
I don't think he was.
No. Your face was high.
I don't think it's just like,
Who's getting married next? I feel like a good wedding man.
yeah, I ain't been a good wedding. I ain't been a good wedding, a good fun time wedding in a long time.
It's been a while.
Like I've been to weddings, but not receptions.
And I think I'm generally out of the season. Like usually when I go home in the summer, it would be some kind of wedding. All them people are married.
Like,
All the people are married. If I'm going, I may meet a baby shower or a christening or a first birthday party. That is mad how life works.
So you say so. Say who next? Me.
Hey, let's go. Just let me know where we going.
We going yard.
We going
UK,
international. Where we going?
Man? I didn't get my visa.
Yeah, we gotta get all our ducks lined up. So all of you girls are trying to do a 5-month turnover. Not if you're planning to get married anywhere other than Nassau.
Yeah, I did time.
Even if you plan to go Bimini, we gonna need time.
No,
We gonna need
that
time.
that expenses.
Okay, we gonna need time.
Family expenses.
So I
can
know
get time
we
for that.
under the word of the 5-month turnover. Just make sure you ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, let us know.
That's all.
We can either time in advance. Don't pop up on us and be like,
Or
hey
you're gonna
guys.
elope. I'm all for eloping.
Yeah.
I believe in eloping. If one of my good friends come to me and say I eloped, I'll be like, no problem, babes.
If they tell you before or after, doesn't matter. They be like, they come to you
I
after
don't
and say,
mind,
hey,
you know.
I eloped last week. We got married. Hey, FYI.
I mean, if that's the first I'm finding about the man, you're an idiot. However, like if I knew you two were in a serious relationship, you were engaged and you had a wedding where you eloped, I think I can, that's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
But don't let it be, hey, I have a man
We got married.
and we're married. I will grab your neck and shake you. What do you mean? What do you mean?
That was part of me, and I think because of that same reason of the allowing your wife to have that day, that maybe like, because I would have been all proponent for let's go to a nice little JP somewhere.
Oh no, I'm all for the JP.
Let's sign a document. We get married.
Not me who was mad I wasn't engaged during the pandemic.
so no, you had to find nobody to do it.
Oh, you got to do no big party.
Like, no, I'm sorry, I can't come. Only 6 people can come.
Ah.
Only 6. Ah.
And Christoph was booked. I can't even live stream.
Christoph Bucks will do live
Christoph is
stream.
booked. I can't live
Like,
stream. I'm so sorry.
So we can take pictures and post it online.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be it.
But you know, I think the people who matter most is the parents. People like parents who feel like they should be part of it.
And then the parents will invite their 1,000 friends. 1,000 of their closest friends and
As
relatives.
long as you have 1,000 friends money, go ahead.
But that's to the reception. That's not for the wedding. I always say, I think you can invite people to your reception, to your
But
wedding,
the
not the
reception is
reception.
expensive. All right, I was gonna
That's what I
say.
say. So you invite people to your wedding, not necessarily the reception.
Yeah.
You handpick the reception. I'm a big proponent of that. Someone asked me that recently, like, what do you like? What's the wastage money on weddings?
Reception.
I was like, receptions. It's like receptions is the waste. Some people like disagree with me. I say wedding bands and wedding rings are a waste as well sometimes.
Why
Because
are they a waste?
people there's a discussion a couple weeks ago. They're talking about what's the most money you should spend on a wedding, on an engagement ring.
Isn't the
stuff
thing
that.
like, is it a six months or 3
I think
months?
like
Is it
3 or 6 months salary, something that I heard
It's like a
before.
3-month salary or a 6-month salary. Christoph, you got your money straight?
Yeah, so those kind of things that people like, the money goes on. I remember one time I got Julianne a nice ring for the wedding, and then something.
You say
happened.
one time I got her a nice ring, like you had multiple opportunities to get a nice ring for the wedding. It's just
I mean, in general, Julianne has a box full of potential wedding rings.
oh, okay.
Not potential, but like replacement rings.
Okay.
So there's like the real one, then there's other ones that I bought. And she wears like other ones more than like she had a chance when she had a chance, she was wearing the other ones more than the real one.
Well, that's interesting.
Because they're prettier.
Interesting.
And nobody looks at them and be like, how much that cost? No one asks you that.
But isn't the significance of a particular band the one you put on her when she gets married and the symbolism of that particular band?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, okay.
I don't think that's each its own. I mean, because so let's look at mine. So I have this is my wedding band here. This is not the original one I wear. I mean that I wore on the wedding day.
Where's the one you wore on the wedding day?
This one my desk.
Why?
Because I like this one better.
What's the difference?
The width is different width. It's just really personal preference. The width of this one is more.
That's a pretty nice band.
Yeah.
So
This cost me $9.99, and I've had this now for years.
I feel like we've had this conversation.
My original
$9.99. Did Julianne buy it or did you?
I bought this myself.
Was.
I bought an extra one. That's the case. I lost this one. It was actually the second one. I lost the first one. Playing drum, it flew off my hand when somebody at a concert one time. And for reasons like that, I'd be like, if I had spent money on that, if Julianne had spent, and hold on, let's say that she did buy me what it was, David Ehrman ring, because my initial ring was not like a name brand one either, but like on our second anniversary, she bought me a David Ehrman ring to a wedding band. Oh, broke.
But your $9.
Oh, $9.99 ring. I spent about $6-7 on shipping it. And I've had this now, gone through bleach, going on the beach. Don't change color, stainless steel.
I don't know what product Delton is selling on today. I'm not sure if he's selling.
So like it's like the idea of what do you spend money on? It's like
What is?
it depends on the kind of person you are.
My husband ring costs $10 too. Well,
Bingo.
now, mind you, woman, you wouldn't stand for that.
That might
Women would
like
not
I
stand
told
for
you,
that.
like Julianne ring that she wore like more than other rings. Like when at one point her stone got like a little defect on it. So I sent it back to the people I bought it from. I'm like, hey, fix this. And so I bought her like a replacement ring. And the compliment she got on that
How
replacement
much
ring,
is the replacement ring?
about $40. And the compliment she got, she was wearing that thing proudly. And once again, don't turn the skin. So I'm buying like the little cheap ones that to turn this. No, I mean you find like good metals like stainless steel.
I'm careful to
don't
say certain things because you don't know it until you're in it. But I do feel like in my head, I don't mind not having a ring that's massively expensive if it looks good.
Once it ain't gonna turn your finger. And then there's more to that story because I ain't lie. When I found out something about the ring and what they told me was like diamond and it was like a full real diamond, I was very upset because I spent a lot of money on it.
Oh, it wasn't a full.
It wasn't like it wasn't like expensive as it wasn't worth what I paid for it.
Oh,
Because at one point, and this is a whole other story. But my wife she didn't really care about it like that, so she didn't really take care of it like that. So her ring was on the ground one day and it fell out and it got stuck on our door. And we didn't know that was the ring stuck under the door. So he's constantly hearing this dragging on the door, on the tile for like almost a week. He's like, what is this under the door? We can't get it out. So this like under the door, the stone was under the door and it came out of the ring. It popped out because the glass and everything broke. And so it's under the door, just scrape up the tile. So I went and carried the ring together like to get the stone like replaced. And the woman did a test on it. She tested certain parts of it. And she's like, oh. And I watched a little meter and I was like, I spent a lot of money for this not to be real diamond. She's like, oh no, this. She said, we could replace it for you. And I was like, how much it cost to replace it? She's like, with like what they have here? She's like, yeah. Say about $150, $250.
And that, I'm assuming that's not what you paid for it.
Oh, definitely not. Not even a tithe. That's not even a tithe.
Oh no, Delton, my belly just dropped out.
I was like, $150, $250.
How did we get talking?
Anyway, guys, for those,
It's
this
been a
is
fun
May.
show. I don't even
this
know.
Month of May.
Happy
Mother's Day, guys.
What is going on?
So it's up to I think it's definitely up to the individual how you want to spend your money. A lot of people spend money on flowers. Our flowers were expenses for our wedding, but we got
That's
a
what I
deal.
would spend money on, flowers and lights.
We got a deal because our sister-in-law at the time owned a wholesale flower shop. And she was like, just pay for the flowers themselves. We're going to bring them in and brought it for you. And I got friends to this day who have my wedding flowers planted in their yard and it's growing beautifully.
Isn't that some beautiful symbolism?
Yeah.
Oh, let them continue to grow as much so your marriage can continue to grow. Oh, that's beautiful.
They have our stuff in their yard planted.
Good, Julianne. First of all, Julianne, you've got to learn to just
reached.
walk in the room, listen,
And join
read the
the-
room. Because
She joined the
Julianne said
conversation.
you're late because you've been to Carnival late.
I come to
What, you dropped Delton off? Because
Exactly.
how? You let Delton go to Carnival.
I was there passing out tracks. Y'all need to
On
get
the
right.
church float.
On the church float.
On church float. She said, Vera getting married. What do you mean? Why is that a question? That should be a statement. It should be Vera getting married, period.
Since he waited, it was his fault though. He waited too late.
I don't understand. Wait, too
We'll
late for
soon
what?
upgrade him though. So
To give her his size or something?
Yeah, what
Must
he
see.
waited too late on said? Yeah, so I tried to get upgraded, and that upgrade, I went. I think it's still. I set it at home, but it's like I'll have to set it back to the Yearman factory. It's like I had to set it back there for them to redo it. And the price she said, I was like, man, you lost your mind. I'll keep my ring. And everybody who sees my ring, they love it. They be like, this is a nice wedding band. I bet thank you.
DGMT today just turned into general chin wags and
Yeah, they're shooting the breeze. They're shooting the breeze.
Shooting the breeze. Literally. Toya say
shooting
husband
the breeze.
2023. Toya, I'm going to expose our little secret. So on Mother's Day at Life Worship Center, it was a beautiful time. Shout out to the men of Life Worship Center who treated our mothers like queens, red carpet treatment, petals on the ground,
Definitely.
valet service, treats, awards. It was beautiful. And then you had women like me and Latoya just standing on the side being like,
Slap that. Hey.
I want to go in, but I don't want to walk on the red carpet.
I'm not fit. I'm not fit to walk
I'm
the
not
red.
fit to walk on the red carpet.
They have a little champagne, little apple cider.
I see the people with the champagne apple cider, but I don't want to drink it for anyone to be like, yeah, but you're not a mother though.
But you are thirsty though.
I am parched, and that you clearly have some left over. So Toya and I, we stood on the sidelines of the Mother's Day fanfare and celebration, and we set a date, 2025, in our calendars.
Saturday.
Set an alarm. I will be celebrating Mother's Day.
Let's go.
I think it was May I can't remember the date. I'll find it because it's in my calendar. May whatever the date
whatever
is,
Mother's Day is.
2025, and I put in there celebrate Mother's Day with Latoya.
Latoya. We gonna
Faith is
we
gonna
gonna see it through. We
gotta
gonna
keep
pray
the
it
faith
through.
high. So in addition to spouse and spouse, we've got hashtag Mother's Day 2025.
Like Mother's Day 20. Oh, we speaking of those things in the being, buddy.
Come on, come on.
We speaking those things
Oh.
in the being. Did you say soon?
That's our declaration. House, spouse, house, and
Yeah. So
spouse.
Julie, I changed from a question now to
Thank
a
you very
statement.
much.
If you were getting
Spouse,
married.
house, and spouse. Hashtag husband 2024.
Crystal.
Hashtag
Call it in.
Mother's Day 2025. Hashtag it is so. Echo. Hashtag Echo Shaka.
Echo Shaka. Yeah, no, it's still South and a house, man. Don't forget the house. It was South house
South house and
and
spouse.
spouse.
South house and spouse.
So I put got a little praise break on.
They said bread and bells have hit the praise team. Receive.
Receive it. Bring the twins. That's what I said. I said bring the twins. Bring them in.
I don't know about that, but anyway, why not? Why not? I will
ma'am?
not say no
If
to
not,
anything the
why
Lord
not?
has to do or wishes to do with me.
You
As
have
it
a mother
pertains-
of children? You have letters that you want?
Oh yeah, that's an interesting question. If you had asked me this 10 years ago, I'd have told you 4. Now, as long as it's not 1, as long as a child ain't on their own. So
Somebody
like
else.
2.
So
2's
twins
fine.
then.
2's fine. Twins would be excellent. Twins would be wonderful.
That's 1 plus 2.
Genetically, it's not something I could look forward to from my side.
There's nobody in the family of twins?
No.
Not on the dad's side?
No. I don't know of any twins anywhere.
My mother was sure that one was going to have twins because she's like, twins usually skip a generation. According to her, that was her rule.
So there was twins in her.
Yeah, I think her father was a twin.
Oh.
And someone else was a twin.
There's still time, Julianne.
So
There is still time.
She was 100% convinced that we were not twins. I was like, not yet. But,
Not yet.
But Devin and Denzel, still hope, chat. Dwayne, still a chance.
The jury's still out.
So I speak a double portion for the pinky promise.
As it pertains to the church and how y'all have been carrying on, honestly, I feel like a lot of the videos that we've been sent is the same shenanigans that you're just committing, same crimes against
same
humanity, same crimes against Christianity, crimes against churchianity. You've just been putting them on the rigmarole. The pastor's still cussing in the pulpit. The praise and worship leaders are still doing foolishness and not practicing.
Not practicing.
And pastors stay calling y'all out. I haven't seen anything remarkably alarming.
No. Even
in
my
my
thought has not been anything.
Well, his pastor who talked about Jesus being a stripper on the cross.
That guy.
That was quite. Oh
I
gosh.
talked to somebody about him, and I was like, that guy. To me, he just screams someone looking for attention. Even like the way he speaks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've watched like a few of his podcasts.
I don't
like,
even know. I don't even know if we could play that. I don't even know if I feel comfortable playing that.
Yeah, no, it's just unnecessary.
What I found very ironic was everybody used him to attack Michael Todd. Like nobody just attacked him on.
Oh
his
no,
own.
it's like, see, that's what Mike Todd be doing.
So they were like, nobody. Michael Todd's pastor. I was like, why not just call him as an individual?
No, Mike Todd guy.
It was
No, we
very,
gonna tie
very
things to him,
irresponsible. For those of you that missed it, a pastor from Transformation Church compared Jesus to a stripper.
He didn't compare him. He said that
Basically.
Jesus was a stripper. He said that's the only stripper that he
That's the only stripper that he knows. His Lord and Savior,
His Lord and
Jesus
Savior.
Christ, who was crucified,
who was stripped naked.
Stripped naked. It was
on
very.
the cross.
That's the only stripper I'm looking at. It was very
It's
uncomfortable.
Like, sir, why?
Anyway.
For what? What's the sense of this?
I've said this before. Y'all put too much of your personality on show. Your
Yeah.
pastor's got to find a way to separate who you are from what you do. I think that's the bottom line.
Yeah,
When you go too much on the charisma, too much on the personality, when you depend too heavily on your ability. I mean, the same goes for me as a teacher. When I depend too heavily on my ability to like make kids laugh and crack a joke and the charisma, like my charisma, my teaching suffers.
Yeah.
Like the quality of my teaching can suffer. It's a very delicate balance as it pertains to that. So that would be my 5 cents on that. It was things of that nature that were coming in. Honestly, the pastor's cussing in the pulpit is just a new trend.
I saw one where
And you know what
where the
do you know what
pastor
I
was talking about
suspect?
The spirit of the bee on the woman. And he was
Spirit of
cast
the bee.
Of the bee, and not the buzzing bee. He used a woman, the female dog, and he said
He said the spirit of the
bee.
female dog?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, did he mean like the female dog?
And he just said the spirit of a bee. And he said he called up the spirit of the bee. And he kept on saying the bee. And I was like, God, you gotta let it go. Like we got you the first time. We got you the first time.
But maybe talking about this, like the dog, because there's a lot of connotations that go with dogs. A bit of a prostitute, the women's them,
So-
like China from my
But you
old
could use
my
it.
old house.
Yeah, China was definitely out there in the streets.
Maybe she's bit like the spirit of looseness.
But you can let it go though. You don't keep on saying
I
that.
get it. Do you know what I've not? Do I fear? I suspect. In about 10 years' time, using profanity in the pulpit is not going to be alarming.
I don't see it happening, man.
You don't see it happening?
No.
I do.
10 years? No.
Less.
That's too soon. I don't think it's gonna be that. No.
I think
10
there'll be
years.
words that are permissible because we got some that are permissible now that 10
No,
years ago were not. So I'm not saying like proper.
I don't want to call certain
Hardcore hip-hop
certain-
rappers.
certain denominations out, but there's some that allow some things now that for the other parts we're still like, hey, no, you don't tell you.
The standard you just keep dropping the
So
standard.
D
You don't need to
word,
drop it much
D word, JA.
because
those things
D
will be
word
acceptable,
here
but
equates to like the F word.
in some
Right.
sectors of society, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not saying all the cuss words, but I think very soon to say words that begin with P and S and things of that nature. It wouldn't
Just
even-
throw it down.
yeah.
So they had to actually imagine Jesus looking down, trying to intercede on our behalf, holding his head. Like, yeah, I see what them stripes hurt so hard, God, because these people just what? I see why they had to beat me like this.
And God looked back and said, I see why you wanted the cup to pass from me, bro.
Yeah,
I see.
I should take that cup from you, Jesus. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I should put that cup. Like, I should take that
And they
cup.
look at each other.
It's like, but hey, it's done though.
There's no other way.
Yeah, so anyway, guys, I think that's it for today. I want to introduce you to something that's going to be coming up. Get used to it. We're going to invite some business to partake with it. So I'll take this off and I'll put this up. This is going to be coming up real soon,
This
guys.
is one of those things Delton tells me.
You can have one of these side things that's going to be on the screen.
I can't
and,
see it.
And y'all going to be here, and that's going to be our little temp. Man, what you why are you looking like this?
It's my gray hair.
Why are you doing it?
It's a gray hair, Delton.
It's time to go, guys. Vera has just Vera's not here today.
Guys, I have a thing about grey hair.
So you got one?
What's this? This is
Yeah,
the
so
new
we've been
banner?
doing we have a little custom situation going on, and we're gonna be doing some
Delton!
banners.
I
We're
love
gonna
it.
do some advertisements and stuff like that. So we're gonna be putting it out there and inviting people to come along because we got some of these. We get like this one here. This one is for the laugh experience. These are just some template ones that's gonna be going on our shows. And this one here for all the females that be listening to encourage them to find their tribe.
Find your tribe.
You see it? You see one change? You came out.
Oh.
So let's find your tribe. Find your tribes out there. And so we're gonna be putting this out there to the public for Glow 93.9.
Delton, do you feel like you know your tribe?
My tribe?
As a man, do you feel like you have a tribe? Firstly, do you feel like you need a tribe? Secondly, do you know who your tribe is?
As a man.
As the kids would say, me personally, I
don't know if I know. Yeah, I'd say yes. As it is now.
as it is
As
now.
it is now.
That's very
I
loaded.
have different tribes.
Okay.
Different tribes with different needs.
Do you feel like you have a tribe for all the things you need a tribe for?
Possibly not.
Oh.
I have a lot of things in corners I'd ignore, so I probably need a tribe for that. But I'm very
Say
good.
what?
I have a lot of things in my life I put in corners, like compartmentalize things, so I just don't think about them anymore.
It's turned into therapy real quick. How did that happen?
Yeah, so I just put things
Do
in
you know what it
corners.
is? I think it's because the concept of like finding your tribe, friendship, support groups, it's very feminine. But
Yeah.
I
They
think
don't touch it to men.
men,
I mean,
men
men-
need it, if not as much, more than
I
women
think
do.
it's harder for Christian men because there's not that much.
Because
for
the
Christian
support,
men.
like you're the support structure, but you
Yeah.
don't have a support structure.
So Christian men is harder. For the men out there in the world, they have the bars. Them bars things. That's what them bars things.
Ah.
That's what they represent. For us in church, we don't really mix and mingle like that. Not a lot of us. In these
So you all
men's
need to
groups.
create groups.
I think for Christian men need that more. I think way more than anything else now. 'Cause I believe for the men out there in the world, you go there in a bar and they are there letting it fly, buddy. They just full therapy session while they
Real
shout it.
talk.
And then stupid woman, she's be letting it out. for the Christian man. I'm not quite sure
Wow.
where you go for those kind of things. But I think I have a good little try. I have a group from university that we have a little WhatsApp group for stuff happening every now and again. The group will be dead for like 2-3 weeks or even months, and then someone have a question, pop it in there. We talking again like we never left.
Oh, that's cute.
So we got one of those, and so then I got my little brothers group, I got DAR group, and I got the whole Alfonso Tribe group. So I got like different little sections. Depends
All
on
of
what
which
it
are
is.
WhatsApp groups, no doubt.
Oh, definitely.
Because how do we function without WhatsApp groups?
What you mean, come in person?
In 2023,
Like
I was
in
talking to someone this week and they were like,
In
wait,
person. What?
another group? I was like, you have another suggestion as to how this group of people can connect?
Yeah, you want to come together? We ain't coming together nowhere.
Come on
You want
now.
to Skype or Zoom? Let's see on
Sorry,
Skype
I
or
digressed
Zoom.
just there. It was something that popped in my mind.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's
Because I'm sure people look at you like, Delton man, he's a Christian man, he got it all together, he's straight, he's solid.
Yeah.
And I wonder, like, how many Christian men who look straight, solid,
looks
secure,
actually a straight talk.
actually just need, actually aren't.
We actually were talking. Me and my wife were talking about the British people that you use, the little people the little therapy things, the online
Yes,
therapy things. We looking at that. I didn't look at. She looking at it. But it crossed my mind. I was like, I probably should do this. And
You know, that's like, I'm a huge
the proponent of the therapy.
proponent, advocate of therapy, emotional mentoring. I just don't understand how we function without it. Once I started doing it, I was like, how on earth do people live without
Without
this?
therapy.
Like, how do you go through life not knowing you have bad knees? You understand what I mean?
And
Like, you have a pain in your knees, but you never realize you have bad knees.
Yeah. I like glasses. Like, you don't know how bad you need glasses until like one day you have
One
to
thing
get
about
glasses
you,
on.
you are very deep.
Like until you get the glasses on, it's
Precisely.
like, hold on. So this wasn't clear. Like
That's it right
this not
there.
hold on. This wasn't clear.
This show has been all over the place.
This
but This
wasn't
right
clear
here
at
is this is the
Is
crux of
that
the
this right
matter.
here? No, then like no. So the glasses help you out. I get you not. Like the
Going-
first time I got glasses, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I was like, so all this time,
This is what the world could be.
like all this time things were blurry. I didn't know things were blurry all this time.
Delta.
And so yeah, so we.
That's it right there.
So I did get glasses. I did those glasses.
Therapy,
I think about it.
all of that kind of stuff.
I think
Whatever you want to
I
call
think
it.
I have a lot of unboxing of grief that I think.
Oh.
I think the grief one is probably there, and there's a lot of things. But remember that, just like real man, we just talk about it.
Wow.
Real man, you know.
Definitely wasn't the
We
point
don't
of this
talk about-
conversation.
If you're
Got
a
to
real
put on
man,
your glasses, Delton.
we don't talk about that. What?
Yeah.
Nigga gay. That's really not very thing.
I feel like the Lord is
gay.
doing a work even here right now.
Right now.
Come on, lift those hands.
Christoph, get the strings.
Oh.
For Vera, put in B flat. What? B flat or C?
Yes. 'Cause
B flat or C?
B flat or C.
Hey guys, that's it though. We done for the day. It's late. We had a late start. Y'all please pray for Vera. She's going through a lot right
Oh
now.
my goodness, Delton.
As
don't
she
put
is
my business
now,
out on
as she is in this whole master's degree program, trying to better herself for the betterment of God's people.
I feel like I'm bettering myself, but the devil is on my track. I feel like
So
I'm becoming better in some respects and worse in others. I am becoming better in my academic and intellectual pursuits, but like my character and my patience are deteriorating rapidly.
full-time teacher.
What?
Full-time student.
Full time.
Full-time minister.
Oh my God.
Full-time times two. Times 2 minister.
God
And
is
so y'all
gracious.
keep. So hopefully we'll be back next week.
God
If everybody turned their
is
assignments in on time, and she can get to do her work on time,
great.
we'll be
Great
back
to be
next week. So y'all keep it locked right here at 93.9 FM. For those that listen via radio, if you live out far, this little weather that happened a few days did some little temporary damage to our system. But the guys are dead today. We're looking to hopefully get all rectified before the end of next week. So it's up and running though, but the station is back up and running. It was down probably for a couple hours yesterday, and for yesterday during that whole rain and the storm thing we had.
I
So
think
we're
I'll
working on
know.
that.
I think I'll feel like I've arrived the day I can access Glory 93.9 from my car radio. That's when I'll be like,
Oh man,
I've
man,
arrived.
full adult. You're a full adult.
I am now.
When your car can speak English, when your car
When your
speaks
car
English.
speaks English and you've cut out gluten from your diet.
No, man, be going to the far. You cut out gluten too. Gluten, and then they can say fatty foods.
Oh. One woman she goes, she cut out gluten and sugar. I was like, so what you eat? What is left?
Water
What
nice.
is left?
To answer also full-time Gaudi. Full-time Gaudi as well.
Full-
Full-time
I be
Gaudi.
trying.
And step Gaudi. So she's Steph.
Oh, because you can't just be Gotti to one.
Get son Steph Gotti for dollars.
Your parents who have one child, then have a second child and make a Gotti for the second child, y'all are smart. Different Gottis. I would just do same Gottis for both.
For
Because push comes to shove comes to fall down. I'd want them to go the same with the same person. However, logistically, it makes sense to have
multiple options. Explore your options. It's like, who you gonna go this week? All right, so you go.
Yeah,
you
Gotti
go,
applications open again in 2024. We're closed for this year.
Not right now, 2024.
Not right now.
Like, don't bring me another one. Don't you dare bring me another godchild.
And when 2024 comes, you gotta be ready because it ain't just gonna be me. It's gonna be me and Mister.
There ain't more space for no godchildren.
Yeah.
It's just real children then.
Well,
Anyway, guys, we gonna head up out here,
thank
y'all.
you for rocking with us while we had this random conversation, catch up.
It was a very
Touch and go.
A lot of nothing. about
Dive in.
everything.
Jodie said she sent you a video a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure which one she's referring to. I know she sent me a couple videos as well. That was a while ago. And the thing about the internet, you got to get it while it's hot. After a couple of days, couple of weeks, the things them get stale.
Someone I see it's not a text. Someone tell me my mic is a bit low. Well, too late for that.
Not an hour and 40 minutes in.
Like, well, too late for that. Oh, someone's saying they're talking about carnival too. They were saying they went to the first carnival with their mother, and Marshall Montana was there, and he's like, oh, they had a whale of a time. It's like, let me tell you, it was lit. And it's someone, oh Lord Jesus. So all I gotta say now is I ain't going now. I'm Buju back.
So that's why Buju is. Oh.
Yeah, for the carnival weekend, for the whole experience. Yeah.
Is Buju actually here?
Yeah. What you mean? Man?
Oh, that means the Saints will be out in full force.
Oh, the Saints gonna be out tonight. They're gonna be out on the wheel of the time. They're gonna be a little tired tomorrow for
I was gonna say they coming tomorrow.
They come in a little late. They can be.
They're not gonna exchange one for the other.
Yeah, no, they come in both.
Yeah. You're right.
They come a little late. They can be a little tired for that first part. They can fall asleep doing Rev sermon, but they gonna be in the building. Because why?
I probably need to change my opening song.
Something a little more.
I got my mind made up.
That's the opening song.
I'm trying to do something that's like a reggae-ish beat, but like will wake the Saints up. Any other suggestions? I don't want to go rake and scrape.
Yeah.
Because you could go out, you could go too far.
Yeah.
You could forget and you could bend your knees and shake up your waist a little bit too much.
Because it's still in the system.
But you still want something that's going to keep the Saints awake.
Yeah, go something so gosh. Let's go so good. Let's keep them in the same mindset. They're ready there. Let them shake up themselves.
Sunday after carnival. Opening song.
What y'all singing tomorrow? What y'all singing tomorrow for praise and worship? Just keep the Saints in mind when they pick carnival.
Wow. The thing is that we should be trying to pull them out. Shout to the Lord. Take them the next week.
Take them the next week.
Take them the CCM way.
Fully in the reckless love.
Yeah.
Oh, the offer.
No, but that's when you feel like there's no shadow he won't light up. Carnival he won't come to. Coming after me. That's one of them ones.
As we God. Mother's Day 2025.
Ooh,
Y'all come join us tomorrow at Life Worship Center. We're going to be there from about 9:30. If y'all don't have too much time.
Be there from about, as if to say you don't know where church starts.
We can be there from about 9:30 till about we leave. So time church out and we leave.
I was trying to make a hair appointment for tomorrow. She's like, what time? I said, you know what?
Yeah, man.
At 12:30, I'll confirm. Because I will need to see if my pastor's claiming to wrap up, then I have another hour. If he hasn't even started to claim he's wrapping up, 2 hours.
Yeah. So it could be one. It could be one. It could be two. Just stand by. We gone, guys. Y'all be safe. Have a great remainder of the weekend. Be safe on the streets. Be safe at home. Be safe all around the place. Give God glory tomorrow morning. And let's do like a Sabbath worship and get church ready. So I'll go to church tomorrow. Come to Life, 9:30, CHU's Auditorium. I've been Delton.
I've been Vera.
And we just been DGMT. And we out of here.
Every need, even if not in my time, want this for sure. I got every reason to be grateful. 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 I got every reason to be
grateful. He's been so good, so I'm 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 grateful. So divine, yo, his mercy so divine. Looking back, I could have lost it, but I'm fine. Even if it doesn't happen in my time, I know he's always on time, so I'm boasting in my rhymes. I give all of me when I do this. He alone deserves it, and I got a testimony. So I turn up when I worship. We gon' turn up with this worship. All because he did it, and even if he